Where the huskies go, don't you eat that yellow snow. Pajama people, pajama people. Hey, I'll buy you a pizza.
Barf me out. Gag me with a spoon.
That I ever wrote wasn't.
It was, see, I didn't start writing songs until I was in my 20s. I started off writing chamber music and orchestra music. And the very first thing I wrote was a solo for a snare drum called Mice, which I performed at one of those things that you know, when you're in school, you play a little solo for your class. And that was my first composition.
Do you know what you are? You are what you is. You is what you have.
Oh, when one of them's going to pop up. You never know. Things just suggest themselves. I might see something in a newspaper that drives me crazy, and I'll write about it. Sometimes I'll just sit down and write it. But a lot of the stuff is just written in airports. I carry music paper in the briefcase and write it down. I do a reporting type of a job, and it's also like the same kind of a job that a folklorist would do, because many of the songs that I write are about folkloric type material. It just so happens that it's urban, not rural, and it's not industrial. Well, some of it is industrial. It's related to the music industry. But just like a folk song where you have a character who has done a certain thing in a certain field, and down through the ages his myth is retold in story and song, like crude example, John Henry and the Steam Hammer or whatever, you know, that kind of a song. Well, I do a song about what one of the guys in the band did one time, if it's obscure enough, you know, or has some kind of something to it that would make an entertaining song. That's the way I work. You know, a little tough to write a song using notes and be totally new. You only got 12 of them, unless you're going microtonal. So it's a little hard to think of yourself as being a true trailblazing kind of a totally original kind of a guy. And especially if you're working in a rock and roll or pop music framework, because there are certain norms that must be included into the song to make it sound in that style. There's certain things that make a song sound like rock and roll and not like a polka. And if you don't use those norms, then it's like a language. If the people who are the consumers for that type of a song need to hear certain dialects to make them understand it, you have to incorporate those things into the arrangement to get your point across. You know, some people write so that they can be famous. I write because I like to hear what I write. And that's it. That's my feedback. If I like it when it's done, then that's all that matters. And if somebody else likes it, that's good too. And if they hate it, I don't care. The way I look at it, they're all hits. Even Dwarf Nebula Processional March, they're all hits.